It's dark out with reduced visibility, but it's not bedtime for our contestants. At least not yet.
The Jets opening ball 2.
Our teams have now formally introduced themselves as we've got our first elimination of the match.
It's go time!
Absolutely, Scotty. Absolutely. We've hit our first team wipe and it's a...
The steamroller swooped up a cash box.
Enemy got me! Getting you back up! Back in action! Smoke grenade!
A decisive move by the Rhinos. They've initiated the first cash out. The Ultra Rares are re-engaging.
Defibrillating! I'm reloading! Roll for cash out.
The steamrollers swooped up a cash box. Cash out, sir. Steamrollers.
Enemy here!
The Ultra Rares will have to polish their strategy from the sidelines. Team wipe.
They might be rare, but they're not in mint condition anymore.
Defend on A! I'm on your tail! Be careful! Reloading! Watch out! Over here!
We've got the Ultra Rares returning to the arena.
They'll be aiming for payback. And as for the high notes, better watch out.
Enemy over here! Defend cash out A!
Impressive steal by the Ultra Rares.
Now that's how you play to win this game, Joe.
What a way to open the match. The High Notes land the first cash out.
The high notes are working in harmony, making things difficult for their opponents.
The High Notes are prying into ball 3. Impressive steal by the Jet Setters.
That was so well played.
The Jet Setters are cleared for victory.
And they stole that with confidence earlier.
Enemy! Up there!
Cash out launched by the High Notes.
A contestant is on a roll, people. They're moving from one elimination to the next.
We just passed the halfway point, and I'm really impressed with the team so far, June.
That's for sure, Scotty. Keep your eyes glued on this epic battle.
The Steamrollers will need to try again. Team wiped.
They were on the wrong side of that leveling.
Whoa, June, are we starting a comedy duo? Because I'm feeling it. The Steamrollers have returned to the arena.
Time to come over. The jet setters better be ready.
Attack cash out C.
Look out for the new owners of that cash box. It's the Steamroller.
Got the cash box. Let's go. Spotted an enemy.
Cash out launched. The Steamrollers are charging ahead.
A contestant is really cutting through the competition.
The Ultra Rares find themselves calm in this round, wiped again.
I'm sure they're hoping those wipes will be few and far between.
Whistle and flute with money to boot. It's a cash out for the high notes. A vault just spawned. Let's see who takes a crack at it first.
Throwing some juice.
As a former contender, I can appreciate the sheer grit on display. These teams are pushing themselves just like I did in my heyday.
The grit on display is inspiring. They're really pushing their limits tonight.
I'm going down there.
The high notes got the cash box.
Go defensive on C. Agreed. Moving. Defend cash out C. Enemy over there.
The high notes will need to try again. Team wiped.
They lost their rhythm and they paid for it.
Go.
You
Go.
can't
Move
stop the
cash out B.
Steamrollers once
Go
they
for
get
ball
going,
six.
and they've just cashed out. Just 1 minute remaining.
Every second counts.
It's not looking good for the Ultra Rares. They have to act now. Craving cash, the Jet Setters are opening a vault. The high notes are re-entering the arena.
Retaliation is coming. The Steamrollers need to stay on track.
We still have 30 seconds remaining.
Concentration is key in these final moments.
Seconds left.
I'm home. Go to cash out A.
Our contestants learned that you better get out of the way when the Steamrollers are coming through. Next round, they're ready.
And our second qualifiers after this match will be the high notes.
the mighty, the high notes, the overdogs, and finally, the steamrollers. The stage is set. It's showtime.
With clear skies above, it's a perfect evening for our contestants to turn calm into utter mayhem.
The steamrollers roll on, and they're opening hole two.
We've got our first elimination. Now the mind games and strategic plays will really start to take center stage.
Well, I saw that one coming, June. You know, the trained eye of a former contestant and all that.
You never miss a beat, Scotty. It's why you're the expert. The first team wipe is in and the arena is buzzing.
Cash out A. Let's zip away.
The high notes have started a cash out. Now time to defend it.
I'm gonna use that zip line.
Cashbox switches hands with the steamrollers claiming ownership. The overdogs have returned to the arena.
Retaliation is on the cards. The mighty will need eyes in the back of their head.
With crushing force, the steamrollers have started a cash out. The mighty will need to try again. Team wiped.
Scotty, someone meddled with their might.
Ha! June, you're bringing the A game today. The mighty are back in action.
Things could get out of hand if they meet the steamrollers again.
Out in front, the high notes are setting the tempo.
A contestant is collecting eliminations one after another.
Enemy spotted up there. Got one of them.
The steamrollers take the lead.
I'm going to revive.
Another team wipe for the overdogs. They're off their game today. Our first cash out goes to the high notes. Let's see whether they can keep that momentum going.
I'm back.
The overdogs just made their return to the arena.
After that earlier altercation, the high notes should probably stay on high alert.
The steamrollers plow through the opposition. Cash out in the bag.
Sensational teamwork from the steamrollers. If they can stay organized like this, the other teams could be in deep trouble.
The steamrollers roll into the lead. The mighty swooped up a cash box. The steamrollers get flattened once more. Bad luck.
Scotty, if I were them, I'd be steaming mad.
The first half set the stage. Now let's see the second unfold.
You can feel the momentum shifting with every play, Scotty.
The high notes are hitting all the right keys. Cash out started. The Steamrollers have turned up the heat and rolled back into the fight.
Jump zone here. Firing thermite. Smoke it out. Good grenade. Good things up.
Steal by the Steamrollers. The Steamrollers come to a halt again. Another team wipe.
Rolled up like an old carpet.
We've got the Overdogs returning to the arena.
Itching to strike back, I'll bet. The high notes could be in the crosshairs.
Go for a steal on D. Hacking obstacle.
The Mighty completed a cash out. Another vault is surfaced. Let the chaos unfold. And that's a cash out by the high notes. There's even more money on the line thanks to a new vault arriving. Drilling into a vault, it's the Steamrollers. The Overdogs swooped up a cash box.
We're heading into overtime. Who will walk away with the victory?
The Overdogs are going for it. Cash out initiated.
Let's get airborne.
Sudden stop for the Steamrollers as they suffer a new team wipe.
It seems they've hit a roadblock.
Team wipeout. Setting a zip
The
line.
Steamrollers just made their return to the arena.
Reloading. Cash box 6. Go. Charge cash out A. I'm split. Defend cash out A. On your tail. Throwing some goo. Throwing goo grenade. Protect cash out A.
We're in the final 30 seconds. It's all or nothing now.
It's all about heart and determination.
team to beat as we head into the crescendo of this tournament.
And our second finalists are the Steamrollers. Will they avoid coming out flat in our upcoming two-team clash?
Versus the Steamrollers. The arena is set. Make history.
Here we go again. A reminder to our viewers that our final rounds are slightly different. The first team to reach 50,000 will win. How's that sound, Scotty?
Well, it sounds like our fans are in for a real treat today, June.
Danger at Vault 1.
The High Notes are prying into Vault 1.
The teams are getting to know each other out there, and by that I mean we have our first elimination.
Hold on to your Azult bucket hats, brought to you by Azult.
Fashionable and practical, love those hats. A devastating first team wipe just occurred.
Are back on the scene. The Steamrollers are keeping it strong. Another falter for the High Notes, folks. They'll have to start again.
You're out of tune with success, Scotty.
The High Notes just made their return to the arena. What a way to open the match. The Steam Steamrollers land the first cash out.
Let's get airborne!
The high notes are prying into Vault 2.
One down! Setting a barricade! Okay, let's go! Gotta reload! Right there, Steve. Enemy over there!
The performance is off key again for the high notes. Team down.
I'm back! Cash out C, let's go!
The Steamrollers are on the move. The high notes are back in play.
Who's ready to roll? Looks like the Steamrollers could be in for a bumpy ride.
Defend on C! Reloading! Got an enemy up here!
The Steamrollers will need to reboot. Team wiped.
Steam has got to be coming out their ears now.
June, where do you get all this material from? Cash out swiped. Wow.
Playing a sneaky steal is a great way to win the match and the hearts of our fans.
Go in for a steal on C now!
Respawned and revving their engines. The Steamrollers are back in the arena.
Retaliation is in the air and the high notes better watch out. They need to stay cool and collected.
Incredible! That's a cash out snagged by the high notes.
Very impressive. They turned a steal into a cash out.
There's a fresh vault up for grabs. The tension is rising.
Storm Vault 3! Deploying a zip line!
The Steamrollers got the cash box. The high notes swooped up a cash box.
I'm going to revive! Hold on! Charge the cash! Go on, cash out Station D!
A contestant has hit a streak, eliminating opponents one by one.
A breakdown for the Steamrollers. They're down again.
start of the match.
Remember when we thought the earlier rounds were intense? My, oh my!
Follow me. Clear. Using defense. Steal cash out deep. Back in play.
A contestant is finding their rhythm, stringing together one elimination after another.
Reloading. Creating a passage. Sequence.
The High Notes can't keep the rhythm. They've been wiped out again.
Not exactly a resonating success this time.
Attack. Honey, I'm home. Steal cash out deep.
The High Notes are back in action.
They're back and hungry for payback. The Steamrollers better brace.
Cash out snatch, just like that.
Nothing's a guarantee, Scotty. That's the beauty of this game.
It's lights out in the arena just as the spotlight swings to our winners, the Steamrollers. From all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching.